Imagine standing in a total void, where opening your eyes causes a single point of light to weave an entire functioning world around you. Across digital forums and altered state reports, an observable surge of ancient vocabulary has begun to displace modern descriptions of reality. Terms like firmament, the matrix, and the cosmic egg are appearing with increasing frequency to describe the structure of experience. For a century, the dominant metaphor for the universe was a random, expanding machine. That model is becoming too thin to carry the weight of lived human experience. We are watching a collective calibration crisis unfold in real time. When a map no longer explains the room we are standing in, culture reaches backward to recover more robust structural symbols. This cultural shift mirrors a conceptual gap haunting modern physics. Mathematical models suggest that the state of a physical system is finalized only when an observer interacts with it. A wave of potential data requires a point of intersection to collapse into a defined structure. Despite this requirement, the standard scientific model lacks a specific vocabulary for the witness who actually makes the observation. The physics implies that the universe relies on a localized point of view to function, yet our current maps have no structural place to put that witness. The Great Remembrance has begun because our models are breaking down under this contradiction. Ancient maps like the cosmic egg are resurfacing to provide the orientation for the observer that the dead machine model cannot. The cosmic egg functions as a symbolic map, an active dashboard detailing how a world is rendered for an observer, disconnected from the idea of a literal container floating in space. The core engine of this rendering model is an enclosed electromagnetic torus field. Energy flows outward from a central point to establish the environment's limits. To maintain a continuous circuit, this energy must loop back along a stable vertical axis, the ancient axis mundi. This central pole operates as a mechanical necessity to keep the rendered horizon in place, rather than a geographical landmark or a physical mountain. Within this architecture, the universe reveals itself as a continuous cycle of rendering that demands a stable, looping center to maintain coherent reality. An enclosed cosmology of nested spheres and firmaments is often interpreted through a lens of fear, assuming any boundary acts as a hostile matrix designed to trap humanity. Interface theory offers a different reading. These shells act as vital information boundaries. Exposing a localized mind to the raw, infinite signal would cause immediate sensory overload. These layers filter the cosmos by stepping down universal data into a survivable process bandwidth. The protective boundaries function as rendered horizons. They provide the stability necessary for a localized observer to exist on a manageable stage. They are the filters that make experience possible. A cosmic threshold requires a physical mechanism. The human nervous system acts as the biological interface, serving as a frequency regulator that steps universal data down into localized perception. This recontextualizes ancient myths. Boundary gatekeepers and messengers like Mercury or Saturn operate as celestial job titles. Ancient sky manuals and sacred texts preserve the structural rules of this conscious architecture. They act as highly compressed technical protocols for navigating the specific frequency thresholds of the biological interface. This frames intrusive thoughts, sudden dread, or intense altered states as legitimate border traffic, the exact moments consciousness reaches the edge of its operating limits. Our most intense internal experiences are simply the friction of the infinite universe brushing against our localized biological filter. Stripped of literal misinterpretations, the cosmic egg reveals its true nature. It is a developmental incubator. It provides a protected staging ground designed to allow consciousness to grow, mature, and build memory safely within a stable environment. The ultimate boundary of reality sits much closer than the distant dark vacuum of physical space. The edge of the world exists at the exact zero point where your experience translates a raw cosmic signal into a rendered environment. The Great Remembrance is the realization that your localized mind is the very edge of the cosmic rendering.